Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. The NBA playoffs are here, and Michelob Ultra is getting you closer to the game than ever with courtside seats and more. Enter now at MichelobUltra.com/courtside. Michelob Ultra Superior Access Courtside 2024 to 2025 sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 or older. Ends on July 1st, 2025. Multiple entry periods. Visit MichelobUltra.com/superior access/courtside for free entry deadlines and official rules. Message and data rates may apply. Void where prohibited.
It's almost Mother's Day, and you can now get anything you need delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. So no, you can't order a relaxing shower, but some beautiful flowers, you bet we deliver those. A bird bath? No. A bath bomb? Absolutely. It's no to a chocolate lab, but yes to some chocolate truffles. So whether it's a last-minute gift for Mother's Day, fresh groceries, or food from your favorite restaurants, get it delivered today with Uber Eats. Order now. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Whether your business has 6 floors or 6 employees, Walmart Business has everything you need to save time, money, and hassle. You can restock your break room with bulk ordering or bulk up your ordering team with shared payments. And you can get it all delivered straight to your business's door, whether that's on Wall Street or Main Street. Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
Loyal, diehard, Detroit Koolaid drinkers. What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Derek Oakrey, right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast, coming at you with another one of those delicious Honolulu blue flavored Detroit Kool-Aid packets on a Friday. Talking about those lines. Gosh, we talked so much draft the last couple weeks, and we've had Chops on quite a bit. We were fortunate enough to have Logan Lamorandier from Detroit Lions on Sports Illustrated join us, which was awesome. If you didn't see that, go check that out. Great show. Lots of great sports takes and opinions from him. Mostly talked about the draft, and we did a lot of gimmicks and drops and laughter as well. So always fun here on the show. But with me going here solo for just a short Kool-Aid packet, I think I'm going to do a couple things. I threw Detroit Lions in the old Google machine, so I'm going to look quickly at a couple things that pop up, give you some takes, some opinions, or just things at the top of the Google machine that are out there for our Lions. We got rookie mini camp coming up, so I have a quick take on jersey numbers as well as maybe what to look for with mini camp happening, this weekend. You know, we had a couple of the guys at the facility, and I'm sure we'll hear more tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, about everything going down with these rooks. We'll talk a little bit about that. But yeah, this is going to be like a news and notes type show on a Friday. Hope everybody's having a great week, as well as just life is going well. I'm just having a lot of fun across the board. So totally blessed, thankful, grateful, all those type of things. So let's not mess around. Let's get right into it. At the top here, it's talking about Isaac Tesla, and how Brad, always open for business Holmes, knew that he had to trade up 32 spots to get this player, and how he got in front of the Saints and the Buffalo Bills and the Broncos wanted this player. I mean, if you ask me, it's a lot of rumor innuendo. It's a lot of people trying to maybe like put some conspiracies together to kind of justify the trade up and the pick. You know, we used to play this music when crazy stuff like this would happen, and everyone would say, well, because it was this, and connect this dot because of this, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, I feel personally like the NFL is so specialized, and we have no idea that they have guys making hundreds of thousands of dollars to know the trade chart, know team needs, scout certain areas, interview players, do background checks. So it's a highly skilled, expert in your area type of operation when it comes to a personnel department or draft prep. So I'm pretty sure they have people that are well aware of who like these players and who don't, but it's also an educated guess. You can't come on here and tell me you had to get up because you knew they were going to do X, Y, and Z. Because if I found out and I've learned one thing about the NFL draft, you don't know what you think you know. Nobody knows what they say they know, and you don't know till it happens. So there's that. But I'm sure they used their intel, thought they had to get up. What's crazy about this trade up, too, is Brad Holmes basically went up a full round, and he didn't give up anything in this draft because they just swapped thirds, but he gave up 2 thirds next year. So when you come down to the trade deadline, you're like, hey man, a third can get this veteran or that veteran. 2 thirds, oh man, what a deal. Now you're starting to get like high echelon type guys that can help you, where it be an edge rusher, you know, if you need another wide receiver, maybe you need a impact corner, things like that. I mean, 2 third-round picks will get that done for you. So there's just such high expectations for Isaac T, lowercase e, S-L-A-A, Tesla. I mean, I saw a couple of his interviews. I watched some of his, you know, I've broken down the film highlights on YouTube, and like, he makes one-handed catches. He goes up against the football. He's got nice hands. You know, I think Logan said he's never had a drop. I mean, I think it's up in the 98th percentile of catching the football. Those are all great things, but man, what a crazy trade up. So when I saw this article on ESPN, I just thought, man, you know, lots of things being assumed and presumed, but there's no concrete evidence that those teams were going to take Tesla. But we do have to lend on the side that not only Brad Holmes, but all of his people working for him knew things that we don't know. And what a genius move, too, if we're going to serve up and drink that delicious Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid.
Drink it in, man.
You're telling me you knew you could look that far ahead and know that around 30-plus picks prior to your pick that you had to jump 3 different teams to get just in front of 2 of those teams to get the guy you wanted where they were going to grab him? We all have been there in a fantasy football draft where you're sitting, you got a guy in your queue, you're ready to pick him, it's a done deal. And then, boom, the pick before you get sniped either by the team that was sitting there or had been there before where someone trades right up in front and gets you. That's
impact confirmed. The Slayer has been activated.
Demonic threat level increasing.
Hold the line!
All the power of hell cowering before one man.
id Software presents Doom: The Dark Ages. Available May 15th on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Pre-order now.
Rated M for mature.
Hello, Nigel here. As an owl, I love to be awake all night, but allergy sufferers like you probably don't feel the same. So take Xyzal at night to relieve allergies while you sleep. Then wake up fully refreshed for a more productive day. Xyzal works fast and offers 24-hour continuous relief from sneezing, runny nose, itchy watery eyes, and itchy nose and throat, so you can enjoy doing the things you love all day long. Be Wiseall. Take Xyzal at night. Use as directed. Starts working in 45 minutes.
This episode is brought to you by Loom by Atlassian. Are you feeling stuck at work? Get your team unstuck with Loom video messaging and move work forward. Use Loom to simultaneously record both your screen and yourself to share a quick update, provide feedback, train a colleague, and everything in between. Plus, add Loom AI to your meetings for instant written notes and recordings.
Try Loom today at Loom.com. That's LOOM.com.
This episode is brought to you by Chevrolet. When you have 4 new tires, every drive feels fresh. Right now, buy 3 select tires and get 1 for just $1 during the Chevrolet Certified Service Fresh Start Tire event. Visit Chevrolet.com/service offers or see dealer for full details. At participating U.S. GM dealers only, highest or equal value tire will be $1. Offer ends 5/31/2025. Not available with other offers.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. 3 couples, 4 vacations, a lot to unpack. Watch The 4 Seasons, a new series starring comedy favorites Tina Fey, Steve Carell, Will Forte, Coleman Domingo, and more in a hilarious and heartfelt love letter to long-term relationships. Based on the original Alan Alda film. Watch The 4 Seasons, streaming now only on Netflix.
What me and Chops felt like when I talked him into Malachi Starks. You know, of course, Chops didn't really know who to go with. He listened to me, which is smart. And then we were both on the Malachi Starks train. Malachi Starks drops all the way down to 27 and then gets picked by Baltimore. So either the Lions didn't want him because they obviously would have been smart enough to jump up a couple spots, right? Or as Brad Holmes tell you, it takes 2 to tango, and he tried to trade up 30 times, so maybe he was trying to get up to get him or another player, couldn't do it, so he had to sit there. And I'm sure there's so many machinations that go back and forth. It's really no different than a fantasy draft. I mean, all teams have different values on players and picks and who they're going to take when, and yeah, you sort of got to look at who's there, and if you want to get somebody, maybe you got to jump, but I always take the approach of unless it's somebody I gotta have, I'm much more apt to let the board fall to me because there's plenty of players at plenty of positions that I often like. I don't have to have 1, 2, 3 players or else because there's always an or else for me when it comes to fantasy football or in the NFL draft. But again, the determining factor too is that I don't meet these people. I'm sure if I did, I'd whittle my list down to, oh man, what a great interview with that guy. Man, he loves football. That guy looked like a specimen when we put him through the ringer out there in his workout. You know, you would whittle your list down like that to be more specialized, which I do think Brad Always for Business Home still comes into the draft with a 3x5 sticky note, and whatever names he can fit on there, he's taking those guys. There's not much more on his buckets or in his board than this 10, 15, 20 player list. He's getting those guys no matter what. This kind of seems like how he's operating. So that's the big thing I'm seeing on the Google here. It's just like, you know, the trade up for Tesla's value, all these other teams that wanted him, that's all fine and well. Here's another thing that just is going around. I think today, Jadeveon Clowney got cut. I mean, how many times is this player going to get booted from teams, go sign a 1-year deal, ho-hum, everyone still loves him because he's big and physical and he looks the part, never really been that great, former number 1 pick. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that just drives me crazy. I mean, it's like all you people that are out here clamoring that we need to go run and get Jadeveon Clowney. I mean, are you kidding me?
What the hell are you doing?
I mean, exactly. I mean, to be honest, I mean, these are the type of things that just when I look at them and I'm just like, man, I have no idea what some of you guys are thinking. I mean, it just drives me bonkers.
That drives me freaking bonkers.
I don't want anything to do with Jadeveon Clowney. Quick side note for all my Pistons fans out there. I want absolutely nothing to do with Zion Williamson. And if I had the fat drop, I would definitely play it. Because I don't care if he's slimmed down a few or he's not as fat as he used to be. He's fat! And he's lazy, and he's hurt all the time. No, I don't want him at the Pistons. We have a great group of gritty, grimy, swaggy players. And same with the Lions. No, I don't want Jadeveon Clowney for 1 year. What is his market price? So I'll give you a bargain at $18 million. No, thank you. Hang up the phone. We do not want this player. Nobody should want this player. Now, the 2 other guys that everybody's clamoring for edge rusher, because we're still stuck on that. Yes, I think it's important, but I don't feel a need to bring it up every 2 seconds. The other two edges that are talked about the most, though, here on the Google machine are Za'Darius Smith, Smiff, a.k.a. Roscoe, and my boy, Matthew Judon. Now, as much as I love Roscoe, and it seems like an easy fit, just go talk to Cash Doll, like, I think Judon has more juice. I really do. I love his character, too, what he played at Grand Valley, and I just think that, man, he could come here. He couldn't put on the red sleeves, but he put on those Honolulu blue sleeves, or the black sleeves, or the silver sleeves, or whatever he wants to do, and just get after the quarterback. You know, he's still got a year or two left. Probably more like a year, not two. What? I think he'd come cheap. He'd come ready to go. He'd do exactly what we need, which is got plenty of run stoppers. We need people that get after the quarterback, and he still has the bend and the moves and the veteran presence to do that, especially opposite a guy like Aiden Hutchinson.
Unleash Hutch.
So that's out there as well. I got to keep this package short, probably about 10 minutes or so right now. Let me go in. Most of you saw this on the Twitterverse. You can find me at Derek Okrie. It's spelled DEREK OKRIE. Talking Lions, Pistons, Red Wings, fantasy football, Michigan Wolverine football. Speaking of fantasy football, I know I already brought it up in this show. I know you guys don't care about my fantasy teams, but I run like a million leagues. I'm the commish of all commissions, and I need about a handful of people that love football, love fantasy football, and don't want to pretend that they're so busy in life that they can't still enjoy football. So if that's you, hit me up on the Twitter machine with the DM, because I got some awesome leagues, whether you want to be in a 32-team crazy league and basically be an NFL general manager, or you want to be in an 8-team, highly competitive, fun league, or anything in between. You can even get in the Koolaid. The Koolaid Cast League is actually full. We just filled the other 2 spots the other day. So the Detroit Koolaid Cast Podcast League that we do for fun, but for all the bragging rights, and have a lot of great members in there, that's full. And that draft is actually going to start in a couple weeks. So that's going to be fun. But
Clorox Sentiva smells like lavender. Cleans like Clorox. And feels like...
All right, that could go on for a while. Experience the long-lasting freshness of Clorox Sentiva. Available in Clorox Sentiva Lavender Scented Bleach. Use as directed.
Subtle results, still you, but with fewer lines. Botox Cosmetic, onabotulinum toxin A, is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
It's time to rewrite the vacation rules. With Royal Caribbean, your family can look forward to just about anything. Break the thrill barrier, roaring down the tallest water slide in North America. Jump into breathtaking jungles and jaw-dropping coves. Vibe off the charts on our private island Perfect Day at Coco Cay. and end the day knowing things are just getting started. Because this isn't just any vacation. This is all the vacations. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Your snacking routine can get a little dull. Time for an Oikos remix. Like a crunchy storm of sea salt praline pretzels, dark chocolate, and butter toffee, showering down into a smooth, creamy yogurt. Enjoy 3 Oikos remix varieties with epic mix-ins and 11 grams of complete protein per 4.5-ounce serving. See remixyogurt.com.
That aside, most of you guys saw I tweeted this out on, Thursday morning. I was expecting a notice, like a tweet or a message or a video by Thursday afternoon, evening that the Lions put out their rookie jersey numbers. It hasn't come out yet. That has to basically come out on Friday because these guys are going to be putting on jerseys and practicing on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, I believe. So my predictions, I don't love a lot of these. I always say jersey numbers matter. Why? Because if you're like a running back and they give you like number 63 in rookie minicamp, you're not going to last long. If you're a linebacker and you get like 72, like you're not going to be, it's got to be a swaggy good number for your position. And if you're a high pick and you get a crispy number that looks good on you and is a classic number and makes sense, like you'll be here for a long time. So it does matter, and look good, feel good, play good for the players. So what I did is an actual mini deep dive on what numbers were available, looked at these players, and tried to come up with what I think would be best case scenario. But like I said, looking at this list I put together, I only like about 2 or 3 of my number player combos. But here they go. Tyleik Williams, the first round pick. I'm really starting to warm up to Tyleik as a person, as a big body player that can move, good movement skills, good physicality, things like that. I like a lot of things about him. I don't love where they took him and that they had to have him per se, but I think he will be a good Detroit Lion, and I'm actually really curious to see what him and Aleem McNeil, a.k.a. Honeybun, a.k.a. Twinkle Toes, a.k.a. The Dream, will look like when they're paired up both healthy and rolling. That might be actually really fun in the middle for years to come. But I could not find a good number for Tyleik Williams. He was 91 in college. 90 to 100 were totally gone. All the other good pass rusher interior numbers you would think of were pretty much eaten up. So the Lions seem to be liking giving their interior players like numbers in the, 40s, 50s. I mean, gosh, we're giving out like Chris Spielman's number to Honeybun, Twinkle Toes, Aleem McNeil. We're giving out 51 or whatever, probably to Lopez and guys like that. So what I did is like the only number I could see that maybe fits that realm is giving Tyleik 52. It seemed like a linebacker number for sure, but the big boys in the middle, when you weigh 330 plus, seem to be wearing those 40s, 50s more often, from what I've noticed. So I got Tyleik in the 52. Again, I don't love it, but I do love this one. Tate Ratledge, a.k.a. Tate Rat, here on the show. Number 69. Wharton College, it's available. He seems like the most plug-and-play player out of this draft class, where it's just like, you know what you're getting. I've loved every interview I've seen from him. I even heard the other day where he calmed my fears about, I don't know, can you play left side, right side, maybe some center? He was like, I play anywhere you need me, and I feel fine. I just have to teach myself left if that's where they want me. Should only take a few days. I mean, he seemed very good about it. So I still don't know the right mix. I feel like he's still a right guard. He's played there the most. He's probably the most comfortable there. Like, leave him at right guard. Try Mahogany at left. Keep Frank in the middle. Cross-train Frazier at left and center. And you got Graham there, and you got the other studs. So that's what I would do. But 69 for Tate Ratledge. Tate Rat. Isaac Tesla, everyone's favorite / just the talking point of this draft. Wide receiver, Arkansas. formerly of Hillsdale, from Detroit, loves the Lions. I gave him number 8.
USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks, or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Visit USAA.com/bundle.
Bundle savings are off total premium, not available in all states or in all situations. To qualify, auto policy must be active prior to property policy issue, subject to change. Restrictions apply. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
Hilton brings you new ways to stay, with experiences that let you capture the glory days. Introducing the Graduate Hotels. Each inspired by local college towns, these stays are always original and never boring. Get in touch with traditions all across the country and enjoy a stay that's a class above the rest. Book at Graduate Hotels with Hilton Honors Points at Hilton.com. It's a win-win. Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
I felt like Tesla just seemed like a guy that maybe they're putting in that Josh Reynolds role. But great, they've got Tim Patrick for that. I feel like Tim Patrick's maybe a little bit different. Jay Smooth, Josh Reynolds was that smooth interior, outside, always there when you need him type of player. That's sort of how I view Tesla right now. So I'm giving him Josh Reynolds a number 8. Hopefully he doesn't drop crucial passes in the NFC Championship multiple times. Josh Reynolds did. All right, I'm going to go through these rapid fire, and then I got one other take, and I'm getting out of here. Miles Frazier, 71. That's the other one I like. Did he wear 71 in college? I think he did. He was either that or 73. I think he was 71, and it's available, so I'm giving it to him. That's a nice number for an interior lineman that can also play some tackle. Ahmed Hassanian. We had some fun the other day with trying to pronounce that right. I'm sure everyone pronounces it differently. Eventually we'll get it down, but the edge rusher from Boise State, couldn't find a good number for him. It was 91 in college. Nothing was available. I didn't like anything. I settled on number 79. I felt like that could be a under the radar pass rusher, hard worker type of number for that cat. Dan Jackson, I can't remember either what he wore. I think it was like in the 17, 14, one of those kind of weird numbers for safety. I've always been a proponent of liking safeties to be in the 40s. You know, either the 40s or like kind of those teens, 14 or, you know, BB with the 32 is kind of a good safety number, 33, 31 for Kerbo. Those are all nice. But Dan Jackson seemed to me like a hard worker, like I don't care what my number is, but I still want to get him in a good number because I think he's going to overproduce and be an actual productive fan favorite type player for this team. So I debated. I think 17 was available, but I gave him 42. I felt like 42 is a safety beast, come up and hit you. You know, might look good on the new jerseys, just old school type feel for Dan Jackson. So that's what I gave him. And then to finish it out, Dominic Lovett, the wide receiver. I was looking around and I go, you know what? I liked they tried to give JMO 18, kind of in that 18's the new like wide receiver vogue type number and looks pretty good, and a lot of the big guys have it. I'm not saying Dominic Lovett's going to be a big time player, but hey man, if 18's available and he seems like that kind of shifty, move him around, maybe some upside type player, let's put him in 18 and see how he does. So those are my jersey numbers. I know most of you guys don't care, but I tried to give you some context and some football takes while I did that. The thing I want to end on is rookie camp. You're going to hear a lot of boo. I mean, rumoring you. I mean, Detroit Koolaid.
Drink it in, man.
With double-sided cornbread.
Cornbread.
Coming out about, wow, he looked apart. I can't believe Isaac Tesla was making catches all over the field. I mean, nobody could get around Tate Rat. Tyleek Williams is justifying himself as the number one pick. Easy with all that. Like, we love the hyperbole. We love to hype everything up. We serve up Kool-Aid, but you're going to hear so much stuff. It gets the fans hype, which is awesome, but you have to take it as, hey, these guys are just getting in the league, getting their footing.
This message is brought to you by Abercrombie Kids, where the activewear is made for every summer activity, so your mini-me can bring their personal best. Summer days are always an adventure, from day camp to rec leagues and pool days. Abercrombie Kids has the shorts, tees, and swim to keep them comfy and keep up with them. Get everything for the entire summer at Abercrombie Kids. Shop in-store, online, or in the app.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
Out here, there's no one way of doing things. No unwritten rules, and no shortage of adventure. Because out here, the only requirement is having fun. Bank of America invites kids 6 to 18 to golf with us. For a limited time, sign them up for a free one-year membership, giving them access to discounted tee times at thousands of courses. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/golf with us. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Restrictions apply. See BofA.com/golf with us for complete details. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
Vitamin Water was born in New York because New Yorkers wanted more flavor to pair with all the amazing food in the city. You can have the best meal in the world here, if you can get a reservation. Vitamin Water is so New York, its 3 favorite cheeses are chopped cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese, and a slice of cheese pizza. We know where to get the best sushi in the city, and best nachos, and best bagels, and best... You get it. And you can find food trucks better than 5-star restaurants. Drink Vitamin Water. It's from New York.
You're the perfect blend of elegance and style, and your ride should be no different. The 2024 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid meets all your needs, from business to brunch and everywhere in between. With head-turning details like a sleek front end, plus stylish interior, and an available 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and seamless tech integration. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more about the new 2024 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid.
Playing against other nobody off the street bowling alley candidate players. I'm sure they're all trying hard, but yes, I would hope Tyleek and Tate Rat and Tesla and Frazier and Hassanian and Dan Jackson and Lovett would all look better than the guys that wear shining shoes or trying to get that, pesky ball that gets stuck halfway down the lane, out of the way. And you're going to hear a lot of great things, which is awesome. I mean, it bodes well if they do well in their first rookie minicamp, but it doesn't matter. What you want is no injuries, great attitude, have them be in shape, have them, love Detroit, and just when they get the vets, then start seeing what they could do. And if they start building practice after practice where you're seeing similar reports, you're hearing good things, they're getting moved up the depth chart, the coaches are excited about them, then yeah, obviously latch on to those guys and know these are ball players. But we can't go crazy after a practice or two, and we also have to know that there's a process for NFL rookies. Yes, they can impact your team much earlier than all other sports, but not all these guys come in day one, are incredible, immediate starters. Like, that's just ridiculous to have that type of expectation. So in the best case scenario, we get 2 or 3 starters out of this class, a couple good quality depth players, and probably a couple projects and a few that are going to make their money on special teams. That's usually how it works out. So everybody, there it is. I gave you a Kool-Aid packet about, usually I try to keep it 15. I probably went 20 plus, but that's kind of what I do. I'm excited for the rookies. As you could tell, I hope they get swaggy jersey numbers. No, I don't want you, Davian Clowney. Isaac Tesla, I don't care if 18 other teams wanted you. That was a lot to give up to get you. I hope you're incredible. I hope you ball out. But I got my questions. So it's a little bit of TBD if you ask me. But we'll see. I hope he plays well. And yeah, that's your Friday show, everybody. We still got some bonus content coming up that I just need to find time to scrub through, and that's 4 hours, day 1 and day 2 draft recording, me and Chops, no breaks, no not talking about the Lions or football or predicting picks. I'm hoping I can still get that out in the next week or so for the sickos that will listen, and I'll try to scrub some of the boring parts out, but maybe I'll just put it all up. Who knows? We'll see if that happens. Hit me up on the Twitterverse if you love fantasy football. Keep drinking that Detroit Kool-Aid and loving this pod. We appreciate all of the millions and millions. And yeah, I'll catch you next time right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. Okay, everybody. I'm out.